Greetings, everyone. This is Michelle with livingwellwithmichelle.com. This is day 6 of my water fast at True North Health Center in Santa Rosa, California. So I'm combining day 5 and day 6. So I'll be giving you a recap. And the days are pretty much been going steadily. Uh, Energy levels mixed. I don't feel hunger. So a lot of you have asked different questions when I've posted on Facebook about cooking demos I've been going to. Like, wow, how can you not go to the cooking demos and not want to eat the food? Because they do offer to share any of the food that they make at the cooking demo to folks that are eating. And to be honest with you, it's been really, the hunger is subsided, and it's really interesting how the body goes into this mode of just recognizing that it's not hungry at this time. For me, that is. This is my experience, because other people have mentioned that they have felt hunger throughout their fast. So again, I'm sharing my experiences, and it's actually really beautiful to look at all the vibrant food and the colors. Although I do have to say, when I'm starting to when I'm starting to smell things at 7 a.m. in the morning, because my room just happens to be right above the kitchen, and that I can appreciate the really yummy smells of coming wafting from the kitchen. So that's been a little bit challenging. Not so much as far as hunger, just the sense of food. Like even tonight, I was sitting with a friend of mine here, a friend at True North, not a friend I met or knew prior to here. You meet friends very quickly. It's like you're in this like really condensed environment, and you know, it's like everything's expedited. So it's really interesting to see transformations within people in a very short time, not only physically, but also, you know, maybe things that we've neglected in our lives, or maybe just haven't paid attention to, and this really allows you to kind of like slow it down and do so, even though I've been working a little bit. So that too may contribute to a bit of my fatigue, but everything that I'm sharing with you from the medical staff here is very normal, very typical as far as feeling fatigued. The biggest thing for me is when I get up, I feel dizzy. I haven't experienced any nauseousness, so just a little bit dizzy and getting my balance before I like start walking or going about somewhere. So that's really been my biggest thing as far as just the dizziness and some aches and pains. But again, very common, very typical. Oh, good thing I want to report is that I mentioned that my ketones were going to be measured again, and those were measured yesterday, and I'm at +4 in my ketones, which means that my body is at that high rate of fasting, of burning fat. So yay for that. And so, things are good, moving along. Day 6 here, so 4 more days, especially because it's the end of the day pretty much. It's 9:15 p.m. I'm recording this right now. So it's pretty much the end of the day, and I'll be smooth sailing, going right into day 7 tomorrow. But as far as what we've been up to, activities. So yesterday's activities included, let's see. So we had nourishing practices for ourselves, and I posted this on Facebook. So this is lovely nourishing thoughts and words and all sorts of things here. I have the power to change my life, and I am, I am healed, whole, and healthy. So these are affirmations. you could cut out and put anywhere around your house, your home, your office. So all good things for that. So that was a great workshop. And then we also had a lecture by Dr. Isabeau, and that was on like fitness, cardio, and aerobic training and different tips on that. And you basically ask as many questions as you want. Today was our cooking demo that I shared with you on Facebook. And we also had another, strategies on eating out. So, strategies talking about, really maybe bringing your own food even, if that's restaurants are okay with that. Also trying to plan ahead, bringing your own salad dressings or spices to put on the foods, looking at the restaurant or getting a feel of it before you go, certainly pre-eating, and different restaurants such as ethnic restaurants, that Asian restaurants may be a little bit easier because you're always going to get steamed vegetables there, or most of the time can get steamed vegetables, and they're pretty good about that. Indian can be challenging because there's a lot of oils, a lot of salts, cooked with a lot of ghee. If we're trying to avoid no salt, no oil, no sugar in this plant-based eating. So a lot of great tips there, and also dealing with the uncomfortableness of, friends and family. So sometimes that can be the most challenging, is that friends and family are the ones that are uncomfortable, even if you are not, with, ordering a certain way or asking for foods prepared a certain way. So it was really almost that getting okay with that uncomfortableness. And also, we were given these little cards that maybe it says, to give to your server that I'm under doctor's care and been prescribed a diet that is without oil, salt, and sugar, and without any animal protein, dairy, and just listing all the items that you don't want to be eating. Another thing that's really beautiful here at True North, the doctors will write a note for you, so I will be able to take that note with me and have it to actually show that I do have a doctor's note saying that I'm under doctor's orders not to eat any of these foods. So that is cool. So you too can ask your doctor perhaps for a note like that, or when you come to True North, now you know, you can get a note like that. So that was good stuff. And then we were supposed to have a lecture with Dr. Lyle tonight, which I was so looking forward to, but apparently it was canceled. So hopefully he'll be speaking again. And there's been a little rumor that Jeff Novak, maybe, for those of you that know, Jeff Novak is a big speaker in this field and a great educator and wealth of information on the plant-based, SOS-free eating. So he may be making an appearance here. So also going over my blood results, everything was pretty good, or good, I should say. My B12 was actually high, so they said, I could kind of scale back the amount of B12 that I take. My vitamin D is low, so, and apparently living on the East Coast, it's pretty normal for folks on the East Coast that are in those climates are not going to get as much exposure, and so they will likely recommend that I take a supplement. My cholesterol was high, but that's very typical. I'm already into day 3 of my fast when I got my blood work, so that was very typical as well. So I'll be curious to really see, 30 days from now, what my lab results will show. So that will be fun. So that's about it, folks. I think I've been answering as much as I can on Facebook, so keep asking your questions. And if you have other questions, you can certainly post them on my website. but things are going good. So I look forward to hearing from you. Keep checking in, following along, and stay tuned for the rest of my water fast at True North. Michelle with livingwellwithmichelle.com. Namaste.